This time of year can be lonely for singles. However, statistics show that this post-Valentine's Day depression is the leading catalyst in the boost in new relationships formed in the months of February and March. In honor of this, I've compiled an audiovisual listicle of the top 10 ways to meet that special someone. I've done my best to keep this list neutral of gender or sexual preference in order for this video to be as inclusive as possible, so I do apologize in advance for the gender-specific examples that I used. In 2019, a powerful way to kick it off with someone is through social media. Through social media, you could find out all of a person's interests without having to be vulnerable and let them know anything about you. You can scroll through their tweets to see if they have ever tweeted about you, and although there is a 100% chance that they have not, you can still insert yourself into the equation and make assumptions that vague tweets are about their implicit desire for you. Inevitably, you'll accidentally click like on a picture from 92 weeks ago, and boom, the sexual tension is on. Nightclubs are a great way to meet singles. The strategy for you is to just post up on the wall with your boys, or even better yet, pitch together around a quarter of each of your weekly paychecks and get a booth. Now don't actually approach any of the women there. That'll signal desperation. Just play it cool and let the good times come your way. If a girl is actually interested in talking with you, recognize that the music will be very loud in the club, so make sure that you get extra close to her so you could yell in her ear while she becomes intoxicated by the aroma of the Armani fragrance that you bathed in, combined with your nervous perspiration. When she inevitably walks away because of your social awkwardness, walk back to your boys and celebrate the victory and talk about it for the rest of the night. That's +1 to the roster. Download one or several dating apps. These apps were designed for dating. That's why they're called dating apps. Apps full of single people like you who are only looking for a boyfriend or girlfriend. Like you. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Your biological clock is ticking, and mom wants grandkids. Women, it's time to give a chance to your mom's friend Karen's son who she's been pushing on you since you were 13. He may not have an impressive 401k, but he's the 243rd ranked Fortnite player in the greater Sioux Falls area. Talk about a diamond in the rough. Find excuses to talk to people you're interested in. Take up activities where they have to talk to you. Knock items out of people's hands by accident, so you have an excuse to talk to them and say sorry. Bonus points if you accidentally put your hand on their hand as you both go to pick up the same item while gazing into one another's eyes. Another good one is to practice holding open a lot of doors for people. They have to say thank you. It's only common courtesy. If they don't say thank you, they weren't the one anyways. I mean, can you imagine this absolute monster raising your child? Not anymore. Observe where they hang out and frequent it. The easiest place to do this is their work because they can't leave. The lower their pay scale, the better. With the earning potential of your forklift driving job, they'll practically be throwing themselves at you. Weddings. Weddings are a place of eternal love. I mean, you're at a wedding, they're at a wedding, they must be the one, right? Screw it. If all else fails, go on an impulse vacation to a tropical resort. There will be plenty of singles who are ready to mingle. After your cheap tequila-induced hookup with the guy you met at the pool bar, you're convinced that he's the one. I mean, what are the chances that you both like the new Avengers movie? It's destiny. Although he's not from the same state as you, I think it'll work out. And hey, I mean, Boston is only 900 miles away anyways. This next one is rather difficult because it requires actual social skills that many of you may not have, but I've included it because it's rather effective. Become their friend. For this, you must find common interests and build rapport. Just like the stock market, this strategy is a long-term game. Wait it out and buy low. Strike when they are vulnerable. If they already have a partner, don't be discouraged. Their guard will be down because they'll assume you're a decent human being and won't have malevolent thoughts about ending their relationship. How naive. Now, depending on several factors, there's a good chance that the relationship will end at some point on its own. If it doesn't, don't be afraid to get the ball rolling. Years down the road, you'll now have a cute story to tell the kids of how you ruined their mother's life. Who says chivalry is dead? Let's admit it, we've all thought of it, though a very few of us have built up the confidence to follow through with the most obvious way to meet the one. It's so obvious, but yet there are so many single people here. So let's make this the year that we all grow a pair and decide to follow through. Guys, we've all seen the ads. Let's make a New Year's resolution to finally click through and find your soulmate.